Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mind Flip with Pradnya. Let's talk about karma today. So if you know whatever you do today, you'll get it back in future. So karma is nothing but whatever actions you do. From the time when you get up till the time you sleep. From every year, every day, every week, every month or throughout your whole life, whatever you do is what will be counted as karma. Even what I'm doing right now is going to be counted as karma. So whatever you do, even if you're sitting silently, that is also karma. That means you're doing action, you're doing into something, and of that you will get a result. For example, if you just sit idly, what result you are going to get, or you are going to get result of achieving nothing. That is also a result, right? Not getting a result is also a result. The reason why I had stopped with my videos is because I wanted to just reflect on my life, what exactly I am doing, what things I am doing, or what things I should be focusing on. So I was just reflecting and I was just understanding what is going on in my life. And there I have understood that I should be very much focusing on my karma. So right now what I'm doing is every time, whenever anything I'm doing, I'm just reflecting and I'm just observing what am I doing? What are my intentions? Whether I'm doing the things properly. If I do it right now, what things I will get in the future, right? So these are the things I have just realized myself. I'm not saying like 100% I'm very much doing all the good karmas. I am sometimes making mistakes. I am sometimes indulge myself into bad karmas. But I make sure that I pause, I reflect, and tell myself that whatever I'm doing right now is not good or it is counted as a bad karma. So, now if I tell you about different types of karma, so in this video, mostly we'll be talking about the types of karma. If you talk about that is first karma, which is known as Kriyamana Karma. Kriyamana Karma means whatever you do right now, soon after you complete that action, you get result of it. For example, whenever you are thirsty, what you do when you're thirsty, you drink water. So drinking water is a karma, is an action. So once you drink water, what you get is a satisfaction. So that is a result. So that is what the Kriyamana Karma means. Instantly you will get the result of whatever actions you are doing. It could be for any other reasons also, like you are hungry, and whenever you are hungry, you eat. So eating is an karma or it's an action what you are doing. But what you get after eating is satisfaction. So that's how you get result of it, right? So that is what all about the Kriyamana Karma. Whenever you do action, immediately you get result of what you are doing. But when instantly you do not get the result, that type of karma is called as Sanchita Karma. That is the second type of karma, which is where you do karma, but the result of it will be given to you at a later point of time. Until the time you get it, it is been stored. So that storing process or that storing of karma is called as Sanchit Karma. Okay. So now, just to understand this Sanchit Karma, I will give you an example. Now say suppose, if right now you are enrolled in a gym, okay, now you are going one day and you are doing your exercise. So that is the action you are doing. Now you tell me, are you getting the result tomorrow itself? No, it will be there, right? At least a month, 2 months, 3 months it will take for you to get the result. So same way, the result of these actions are not given directly or immediately. It takes some time for you to just receive the result. Okay, that is one example. Second example, in a negative sense, if I give you, then if today you are troubling or you're, say suppose if you're torturing and harassing your parent right now, so right now they are not in a situation, or they are thinking is that they are not going to torture you right now in this as a result of it. But this, whatever actions you are doing of your harassment or your torturing of your parents right now, it will get stored. And when you will turn as a parent, when you'll have your own children's, the same type of treatment you will get from your own son, from your own children's, or your own daughter. So that is what is the Sanchit Karma. It gets stored, and then result of it you will get in the future. But it is not decided when you are going to get the result. It will be decided at the time or at the point of intensity at which it should be given to you. So if you have done so many karma, so sometime you will receive it in the spot or immediately, and sometime you will not receive it that moment, but it will get stored. So the process of getting stored is called as Sanchit Karma. Now the third one, it's called as Prarabdha Karma. The time when you're actually receiving the result of it is known as Prarabdha Karma, or simply as Prarabdha. So whatever is happening to you right now is the prarabdha, or it's the karma, whatever is happening to you right now. And it's the result of your past karma, right? So we have to always be very much cautious and think about what karma I'm doing. Okay? So I'll give you an example of Mahabharata. So if you have heard that King Dhritarashtra had 100 sons, right? So now during the battlefield or in the battle, he lost all his 100 sons. Now when the question was raised to him, for what reason he lost his all 100 sons? So he was asked, whether have you done any karma in relation to this type of situation where you have killed somebody in this many number? Then he was thinking, but he is not reflecting or or memorizing anything. He was not recollecting anything. But as you all know, no one other than God can remember his past life. So now anybody, whoever is thinking about their past life, will not remember what had happened in the past. So because of which God gave him a vision. So then he saw, and just 50 births before, then becoming a king, Dhritarashtra, he was a hunter of a birds. So because he wanted to hunt the birds, what he did one day was he had put a net of fire on a tree, and on that tree there were many birds who was staying. There was many birds on that tree. So what happened that when this net was put on that tree, some birds flew, and there was exactly 100 birds who were just sitting there and who did not had a chance even to fly. They got burned in that heat or in that fire. So now whoever, or those birds who had flew with the heat of that particular net, they become blind. So now can you just reflect what happened to him after his 50th birth? He had 100 sons who lost their life in the battle, and at the same time he himself had become a blind person. This brings us to the conclusion that whenever anything is happening to you, no one is going to be left without getting the result. Everyone, whoever is doing any karma, he will be getting the result. No matter what is the situation, no matter how long you are taking to get the result, but you are going to get the result, right? So on this I will just wind up that we should be very much cautious about what actions we are taking. Are we doing all the good actions? If no, then please reflect. Just take a pause and just think, if right now whatever bad I'm doing right now, will I be okay if I get the same effect or effect of this bad in a bad way in the future? Will I be okay with that situation? If no, then please stop yourself. Just take a pause and just understand that whatever bad things you are doing, it should not be done. Now, if I tell you about my life currently, how it is going on, I make sure that I reflect every time whenever I'm doing any action, whether this action is in a good sense or it's in a bad sense. Now, whenever even I'm thinking, I'm just reflecting whether whatever thoughts are there going on in my mind are good thoughts or they are bad thoughts. So every time I'm just reflecting. So if you just see my behavior also have changed very drastically. Before, how I used to behave with my parents, no matter, like, for any silly reasons also, I used to shout at them. I used to say, or I used to start with the fighting tone. But that I'm not doing. If any time even Papa tells me to do anything, I just do it at that moment, because I have understood that whatever actions I'm doing right now, I want the good result of it in later point. And second thing, what I've noticed about myself is whenever I go in market also, I never bargain now, because I've understood one concept that whatever, if you want to earn or if you want to get something in future, first start giving it, and we have to give it in with a good intention. Now, if anytime when we go in market, are most of the time in intention, most of the time our intention is to reduce the price at which we are selling. So you always into a situation that we want to bargain. But right now what I'm doing, I never bargain. Right now I'm not started giving extra money, but yes, in future I will do it for sure. But right now what I'm doing is I'm not bargaining. Whatever price they are telling me, I'm ready to give it, because I've understood this concept that if I want the same treatment from my customers or from my uh, or anybody whoever is owe me, same type of situation if I face, that they are bargaining with me, I will not feel it good. I will not feel at all good about it. So why to make other person feel about the same feeling? So that's why I've made a point that whenever I go in the market, I buy it at the time or at the price whatever is been told to me. Never I bargain. And if at all something is of not my budget, then I just don't ask about it right now. But I know in future I will get that budget, or I will be in a situation to get that particular product at that particular price. This will go a little longer if I just continue it. But right now, I think it's more than enough what I've spoken for this video. Later things, whatever things I want to speak, I will continue in my next video. Till that time, take care. Be very much cautious about what actions and what intentions you are having your life on. So on this, I'll just take a leave. I'll see you in the next video. Till that time, take care. Hare Krishna.